Hi everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Going to try and put this out for tomorrow. It will be St. Patrick's Day, Monday the 17th of March. I am of Irish descent. I'm also wearing some clobber which I managed to pick up at Cheltenham this week. The big horse racing festival, the Cheltenham Festival. 4 days of the most amazing races. I wasn't there for all 4. But there on St. Patrick's Day, which was just amazing. The atmosphere, the crack, the drinking, and actually the betting, which this year was rather successful. So thought, as I'm doing something for St. Patrick's Day, let's keep the hat on and the Paddy Power scarf. Hey, betting companies make a lot of money when they can give away stuff like this. So, well, with it being St. Patrick's Day, I thought, well, why not have a bowl in the Peterson system, the standard, still being made to the same patented design that Charles Peterson invented in the Grafton Street store, I think about 1880, 1890, something like that. Taking you out for a walk with me today, as you can see. Let's see if I can do something with the gimbal. There we go. And a bowl of Peterson Deluxe. Virginia and Cavendish base, I think. Topped with honey, maple, and quite nutty as well. Almonds maybe. Which is a beautiful smoke. Although in the tin, it does dry quite quickly as for an aromatic, so I keep a small humidifier pouch in there with it. Nothing too extravagant, only to about 62%, but it does enough just to keep the tobacco smokable, or certainly to the moisture that I enjoy. I thought I'd take you on a walk with me today. Yes. So the horse racing. Well, I should probably say, did I take my pipe with me? And no, I didn't, and I regret not taking a pipe. I took some cigars, some Lanceros, and they were too much, actually. They were too much in terms of their size. Too strong, these particular Lanceros. They weren't Cuban, they were New World. And Maduros, I think, if I remember. And they were quite strong, but they also, lots of looks, lots of people look, and sometimes smoking a cigar does attract attention. Nowhere near as much as being out with a pipe, which of course when I'm out in the country is no problem whatsoever. Camera's gone off, so I hope this is working and you can indeed still see me. Should be able to. Let's have a look, see how that does. Sorry if this is messing up the screen. It seems to be working, doesn't it? More importantly, it seems to be smoking well. Look at that sky. Still bitterly cold here in England. There was snow at Cheltenham this week. I think Wednesday they had quite a bit of snow up there on Cleve Hill. It's about 7 degrees here today, so still very much feeling like winter. But there are signs that spring is coming. Shall I show you some of the views I've got? Why not? Doesn't seem to want to change, does it? Why is it doing that? The red kites can be anywhere. And of course, like most birds, they're quite shy. But as it's a special day, let's see if we can find one. And then let's see if we can get it on camera. That's going to truly test my skills as a videographer, or a cinematographer, I suppose they would call it nowadays. Whilst also trying to smoke as well. I try not to have a favourite pipe because I think that sort of defeats the purpose. However, I have a favourite few, always on a heavy rotation, as it were. This Peterson standard system is definitely within that. It's a really easy pipe to take care of. Yes, it's quite big, but at the end of the day, it doesn't take much to clean it. You're not messing around with filters. It tends to absorb moisture really, really well, but I guess that's the point of them. So, yes, okay. Let's see what we can find in the woods. These beautiful copse. I don't think this one's particularly old. Maybe 100 years or so. Some of them in England can be much older. And go back centuries, like hedgerows. From a nature point of view, these are incredible. So much wildlife, as you can imagine, can be living in here. You can just hear in the distance the sound of a kite. Let's wander in and see what we can see. I hope that comes through. There's the sound of a kite there, but I think it might be lost with the breeze being quite strong. You can see lots of deadwood timber. So this is left, and this is generally something which does get left because it becomes a fantastic habitat for mainly beetles and insects, and all sorts of creatures which can thrive off those. As always, trying to maintain a very, very healthy ecosystem. Obviously not much on the trees at the moment. Beeches and ash and all sorts in here. Some beautiful oaks as well. And because I'm talking, I'm making far too much noise, so we won't see anything more interesting, I don't think. Occasionally bump into deer, roe deer, or an invasive species such as muntjac. Quite often foxes and badgers, but it's mainly the birds which are the most sort of varied in terms of the hawks, raptors, down through ground nesting birds and the migratory birds. But what a place to come for a smoke. The sun just glaring through the woods there. Absolutely beautiful. Well, might be a good place to stop. Well, I hope that was of interest for a few minutes, just a bit of a walk. To those of you who are Irish or have Irish ancestry, a very, very, very happy St. Patrick's Day for tomorrow, Monday the 17th. To those of you who lost a fortune at Cheltenham last week, doesn't matter, keep your eye in, get back on the horse, literally, so to speak, and get betting again. Luck does change. Probably not the advice I should be giving. But you know, you'll win some, you'll lose some. And to all the pipe smokers out there, spring's coming. Get those pipes lit, get outdoors, and have a wonderful day. Cheers, gents. Take care.